So it's been a couple days since I last filmed that last clip you saw. The reason being is because I started to work on the magnetization of the Wraithknight, and if I filmed that, it would have taken me another, or it would have added another 15 minutes of time-lapse video, and I don't think you guys want to see that. Plus, the desk got really messy, so you don't really want to see that. However, the magnetized pieces are in front of you. This is the setup that I was going, or the loadout I am most likely going to do, as I would like him to be a close combat Wraithknight. However, after this, I'm going to magnetize the other arms, the heavy D-sides, just because, well, they're magnetized, so why not? So as you can see, we got. Let's start with dessert first. So we've got. Let's move these out of the way. Sorry, I just bumped the camera there. This isn't gonna be a very professional video, but whatever. There's the. This is one big piece. It's got the legs. I got a secret weapon base, just to add some heft to it, as well as it's a big model. It's gonna be the centerpiece of the army, or one of them anyway. So might as well have a big decorative base. He is pinned, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, underneath this foot, and then he is super glued and plastic glued at the feet. You can see this white filler stuff. That's the Vallejo plastic putty. Awesome, amazing stuff. But I'm filling in the gaps there, so it'll look like you can see them there. I just have to sand or file the right leg. I was originally going to do a have this back left foot raised up a little bit so he looks like he's walking, but I just said whatever. It's gonna add a lot of more durability to this guy once he was built, so that's why I decided to make both feet flat on the ground. And another thing is you'll see that I marked out the front of the base and the back of the base. So about there. So you can see he will be looking to the left, or his left, most of the time. But I don't know. It's I don't mind it. Adds character. Also, I wasn't really knowing how he would fit on the base when I built him, because the leg positioning is determined by the groin, these two pieces right there, and they only go one way. So I guess maybe everyone's is like that. I don't know. But oh, that's why. Oh, anyway, I just realized that he's supposed to be on the base like that, sideways. Oh well. He's got a 12mm or 1 centimeter magnet. I don't know what the depth is. Right there. And that's about it. We got the torso. As you can see, got that molding stuff in there too. He's got a magnet in his neck for the head, and he's also got 2 magnets up on the shoulder mounted weapons, and 2 magnets on the arms here, right there. So the head, it's got a magnet underneath, just a small magnet because it's a pretty light piece, and that just clips on like that. So his head can be in different positions. And then we also got all of the different weapon options here. So we got the D-sides. And these are pretty small magnets too. I wasn't realizing how strong they were. And they've got some good pull to them too. So they'll be good. Got the shuriken cannons. Those fit on nicely. Again, they're on there pretty good. And then finally, my personal favorite, because they're so OP with the laser lock, the scatter lasers. And once again, they've got some good good pull to them. But that's the loadout that I will most likely be using, because laser lock is ridiculously good. And then finally, we've got the arms. Let's start with the left arm. It's got a magnet there. There we go. And he's also got a magnet on the inside of the wrist. There we go. And the reason for that is because the sword, gigantic sword, is magnetized at the wrist as well. And so this clips on nicely. And it's not very strong, so I have to push it in a little bit. But it was working. Should fit in there pretty snug, but I guess it's not. Oh, there we go. There we go. So that his arm can be, or his wrist can be adjusted. And once that goes on, you can magnetize that to the arm. And it's good because it's got the magnet is strong enough that the arm isn't going to fall, and it stays in place. Moving on, we have the Yu-Gi-Oh card holder, as Mike from Hammer Time likes to call it. And he's got the open hand, and he's got a magnet there as well, and that clips on as well. And as you can see, it's got the putty in there as well. And yeah, that's about it. Now I'm just gonna zoom out quickly and then clip him onto, or magnetize him onto the torso. Okay, here we go. So got the torso here. Oh, he's also got a huge 1 centimeter magnet in there in his waist, and that just clips on very strong up there. And now the pose can be changed, but the pose that I was sort of going for, well, I'm gonna have to, because he's all built now. Sort of something like that. Something looks kind of funny on camera, but in person he's not too bad. And of course you can change it up. So he's going the opposite way, looking the opposite way, which kind of looks cool actually. And this doesn't look too good. I personally don't like when my swords are up. It just looks funny. But personal opinion. But this right here is pretty much the pose he'll be in. Now, of course, I'm going to clean up the molding, or the putty, to fill in the gaps, and clean up the other pieces right here. So here's one of the guns, and magnetize them as well, so then that way I could have all the options on them. And it's my first magnetization model actually, so I'm pretty stoked about it because it turned out pretty good, or better than I hoped, or better than I thought it would. But yeah, like I said, it would have taken a lot. It would have been a much longer video if I recorded myself magnetizing, and the desk would have been really messy, and you wouldn't have been able to see me glue in the magnets and whatnot, and it just wouldn't have worked out. But in the future I might do some magnetization tutorials, and I'm gonna finish this guy. I'm basically documenting this guy, and it's gonna be good. So I did the unboxing, I got this time-lapse of me building, as well as sort of a review, and next up I'm gonna do a full tutorial using an airbrush on how to paint this guy. and he'll be like my other Eldar, so he'll be blue, and he'll be in the same style I paint my tanks in. So look forward to that. Not sure when that will be out because I'm gonna have to finish this guy, and some of you probably know this, but I don't finish models because there's always something that bugs me. But it's been a little bit better lately because I've had a reason to get my models done, and that is for you guys, so they look good on camera. As you can see, I got some fire dragons at the back there. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It was a little longer than I thought it would, but you know, it's kind of worth it for this big of a model. And I'm taking my time with it, taking my time building it, which is not something I usually do with my models. But I guess because this guy has sentimental value, but also is just a big kit, and just a really awesome kit, I thought I would document it and take my time. So, thanks for watching. I'm Nathan from the Dice Sanctuary. Thank you so much for subscribing, and happy wargaming.